Division 7, baby! Yep, we are back with some fun and games over here. Our best of 3 series in Heroes Lounge is starting up, and it's been a while that we've been in Division 7. So let me cover what exactly Division 7 is after introducing our players. On the left side, we got the blue team. We got Hot's Musical, if I'm not mistaken, with Fengtion on Johanna, another noob on Falstad, Lilith on Alexstrasza, Liz on Sonya, and the Wayne is playing Asmodan. Shows a lot of potential for an Asmodan combo. We're going to talk about this also in a moment, but let's first of all introduce the red team with Paralatipus on Reyna, Banach on Leoric, Vakus on Kel'Thas, Dan on Anduin, and Eldok on Muradin. So some of you might ask right now, hey, what exactly is happening here? What are these comms and what the hell is Division 7? Division 7 is the lowest league in Heroes Lounge, which is a European and North American amateur league where pretty much everybody that wants can play. So since we are looking at not the highest ranked players, but the lowest league within those divisions, we have mainly bronze to gold players over here, which obviously makes for some really interesting talent builds, for some interesting plays. Early medallion picks already. I mean, he just burned 30 seconds into the game, a 5-minute cooldown, so there's that. And it will make for some fun action. So there's going to be tons of mistakes, tons of fun, and everybody trying to coordinate. And it already starts. They lock him down, and Falstad still gets away. God knows how. Now, when we're talking about Division 7, I have to highlight this again. Division 7 is probably the league and division that sends me the most replay requests where they want to have the games casted, and they're all okay being made fun of. So if you are someone that gets easily offended on behalf of someone else, this is definitely not the game for you, and you should probably quit watching this, because we are gonna have some fun over here, and the players are fully aware of this. Now, the first thing that I want to point out is that every single time when we're seeing an Asmodan in the game, I am pretty much just like nagging about how you play Asmodan in a game, even though the hero is not really part of the meta. So what you really want to do is you want... It already hurts my soul again to just look at this. So they have a Jojo together with Asmodan, which is amazing. But instead of just comboing together with Johanna and Asmodan every single wave and rotate between the middle and the bottom, they let Asmodan stack on his own, which is just never going to do the same thing. So if you play Asmodan and you play in a halfway coordinated game, even if it's not coordinated, I don't care. Find someone that has some AoE damage and can help you stack. So how you would traditionally approach this is Asmodan starts with a range attack to attack the backline minions a little bit. Once that the backline minions are roughly at half health, he switches to the next, and so on and so forth. Your minions are going to take the frontline minions' health down, and as soon as they're roughly on half HP, you can just throw out your globe, and another damage dealer that has also AoE does the same at the same time. So Johanna could come in with a Condemn, for example. If you play that combo out a couple of times in the early game on 1 or 2 lanes, you'll see Asmodan's stacks just skyrocket. Absolutely skyrocket. And soon enough, he will be himself able to burn waves down and stack on his own. But in the early game, with an Asmodan setup, there is pretty much nothing more important than helping Asmodan stack. And that's exactly what you should do here. They completely let that pass. And I want to call out one player in particular, and that's another noob. Dude, you watched me every single time. I've been casting you for ages. You heard my Asmodan rant at least 20 times. How can you play with your team and not shot call how to help Asmodan in the early game? Gotta call that out right here. Either way, let this sit aside. We're going to see if Asmodan in late game gets some value, but that's already a huge oversight from the blue team. Hot's Musical making some massive mistakes giving the combo that they're playing here. Definitely something that they need to work on. Anyways, as we're heading into the first objective, we still haven't seen a single kill. I like what Black Cat is doing. They set their Shaman camp up at the top. That's another mistake that Hot's Musical made here. But they have Alexstrasza, so they can use the Dragon Queen. They pop it around 20 stacks and are now starting to come in with some serious damage and trying to push the opponent's team away to secure themselves objective number 1. So that could still work out for them. And Falstad is in the middle, going up against Leo. And the top... This top side is pushing. Again, this is the reason why you want to set your own Shaman camp up, because that lane is going to be a problem, and that's not the only problem. Asmodan is also starting to become one. The liability here goes down. That's the first kill in the game. Black Cat is taking it, and they're still stacking for objective 1, but it seems like there's no way the blue team is not taking the first Punisher. They lock in the Frozen Punisher, and now, bit of a dive, trying to get the kill here. He might actually solo this. But at this point it starts to look a bit unlikely. Jojo is moving away, down at the bottom. Can they bait him over the wall? There's the damage, there's the bait, nicely done. Now they're going to have an easier time defending against the Punisher with a little bit of action still happening in the middle of the map as Sonya goes up against Leo. So far so good. This camp here is, by the way, taken way too late. This is not going to do anything for you. You want to take these camps when the objective spawns so that you create another spot on the map that your opponent has to take care of. Now Leo can just sit over here at the towers, take the minion wave down, and also then take the camp. And that's going to make it real easy for him. So it's going to be set at the top for a little bit. But at the bottom of the map, there's a fight happening. And right now, the red team is actually looking pretty decent here. They're taking down Sonya. That's the second kill for them. And they're even working on another one as they're moving in for Asmodan. And it seems like they're going to lock another kill in. That's the third one for them. Good job. Muradin helping out a bit with it too, going into the heavy impact over here. Khaldor as a hero, also getting some solid value. And I'm actually surprised. Pleasantly. We have Verkus going into the Netherwind on level 4. For Division 7, this is actually not a pick that you see all that often. So I'm really happy about that. Usually it's the blue variation that we're seeing on the talent. But Verkus with the absolute meta build so far. So doing good work here. We have Boomerang in on level 7 on the other side. And Asmodan is still sitting at only 56 stacks. So yeah, he definitely needs a bit more than that. And we come back to what I talked about initially, the early game, which is just so important for an Asmodan player. Now, he is still trying to take that camp, and he's getting crushed over here. Thankfully for them, Johanna is there, but another Stormbolt connects, and Muradin is trying to body block Asmodan. And, well, I don't know what to say here, but Asmodan, he needs to slim down a little bit, honestly. He needs to do a lot more cardio, because he is just way too fat for a choke point like this one. And he gets body blocked into oblivion. So, just a massive, massive hero model over here, and there's just no chance for him to escape. Jojo nearly died too. Now we got our level 10 talents in play. That gives us the Light Bomb, and we have the Entomb together with the Hyperion. A lot of solid tools for them now. They move in straight to the next camp, trying to take the Khazras away. And, yeah, Stormbolt a little bit too early. I mean, at this point, even the Iron Skin was still active, so if it connects, it does a bit of damage, but it won't be a problem for Johanna since she's not going to get stunned or anything. So, top side, that's where we currently have our things sitting here. And the camp is going to respawn soon, which also means, of course, you want to take it again for the next objective. They still got level 10 advantage, and I'm going to try and use this. Yeah, that was a very optimistic move by Dana here. Falsehood obviously barrel rolls out of harm's way within a second, so that's not a problem for him. They couldn't really capitalize on the level 10 ability, but they're still ahead. Nearly a combo. Did you see this? Did you see the Condemn and the Globe? That's how you do that. Do that in the early game and Bob's your uncle. You're going to be in a great position. But not so much. Muradin, by the way, Candy Muradin over here, he is doing a fairly good job just sitting on the sides and trying to make sure that they're not getting flanked. Maybe a bit overly aggressive, but generally speaking, he has the right idea. So now that we have the heals... Oh, the cast! Very aggressive move, though. And it's a kill against Falstad. Anduin died too. I'm not sure if that was really worth it, but he wanted to go for it. So once again, Asmodan gets locked down, and the same is true for Johanna. Big double kill over here. Yeah, easy, easy peasy. The shrine is active, and Sonya is currently doing her thing, as we can see. But she is going to get some company, as we have Muradin moving in, and the rest of the team is en route too. So a great double kill, sets up the red team. 7 kills against 1, as they're trying to push Sonya back. But they have to start to take this. And with Lilith on the team, as I mentioned earlier, the Dragon Queen is a huge asset in every single fight around the objective. So you really need to set some additional pressure up here. The camp on the top right wasn't taken because of the bottom lane fight, so they didn't have time to go for it. They are very close to level 13 though, so if they can get some of those stacks in the middle, they might be able to get the talent advantage. That's actually a job for someone like Khaldor, who could easily come in with a Flame Strike and get the experience. Talent advantage would go a long way here, but instead we now got the Dragon Queen in. So they're trying to lock in the objective. A lot of AoE is coming in as well. There's again Falstad with a Mighty Gust to get the kill against Jimmy as a result. But another noob gets nearly locked down as well. 30 to 32 stacks. It's getting close here. The level 13 talent is in, and they're still playing it out. Already the Bronzebeard Rage taken. They go straight in for Khaldor's trade too. But Leo is dead. 36 to 34 points. They're trying to get the final minion stacks, but it does not look good. Right now, Hot's Musical is about to lock in another Punisher, and indeed they do. Falstad is stealing the camp away up at the top. He went into the wingman, is claiming this, and now that signifies, of course, that we're not only having pressure in the mid lane, but also at the top. Big mistake also from the red team. They baited the jump on the Punisher in front of the wall. They didn't actually bait it over the wall. They baited the whole thing in front of the wall. So now their fort is going to suffer additional damage. The defense is not going to be as easy as it could have been. Jimmy is now moving towards the top to deal with the pressure there. But Hot's Musical is back to business. Despite all of the issues that they had early on in the game, now with the second objective, they're able to apply pressure. 3 kills to 7. And they're starting to look much, much better now. Taking the structures down. Top side, Sonya is starting to take the fort down. Here in the mid lane, fort has nearly been obliterated. Azmodan can take it with an orb at any point. And if you look down to the bottom of the map, Falstad is trying to do the same thing now too. So he is starting to really work it on the global. Top side, as you can see, the entire wall has fallen. We have still Kel'Thas with 29,000. And the red team is losing a little bit of their cohesion here. They're starting to get good kills though. These combos that we've now seen multiple times with the good Gravity Lapse and the Stormbolt combo are really helping them to get some kills. And if they can keep that up, they should be able to pull ahead again. I mean, they're still ahead in experience, but of course they're suffering significantly when it comes to structural damage now. But even though they have the JoJo backdoor over here. Okay, I like it. I guess Azmodan is going to throw one over onto the fort. Yep, that's exactly what we got. So that's 2 forts down. Well done. They're still trying to go for Johanna, which they can't, but both of the forts have now fallen. So yeah, there's that. A little bit more damage on the wall as we speak. We got Jojo trying to clean all of this up as the rest of the team moves in again to claim another Khazra camp. Leo still sitting topside, needs to be careful as Sonya is close, but he needs to take this down. And I want to highlight again that these have again not been taken around the objective. Granted, next objective spawns topside. Still, you normally want to time it properly. Quest is completed for Muradin, and that is despite the fact that he didn't go into Sledgehammer on level 4. So that's a pretty reasonable time frame for him to get that done, which means now we're looking at cooldown reduction on the auto attacks, plus also Pierce. They get locked down at the bottom though. Damn, Azmodan gets the kill against Jimmy, and the rest of the team is on the run too. Another gust attempt. There's no fort to save them. Everybody's low and on the verge of dying. Anduin is dead already. Kel'Thas is trying to get a kill. Yeah, he does a lot of work, but he still falls as we have Alexstrasza locking him down finally. Sonya in the middle of the map has a bit of a problem. Honestly, I think if an Entomb gets dropped, they might get the kill. Yeah, not necessarily. But yeah, Falstad is pushing the bot lane even further. I mean, at this point, I gotta say that I think Falstad is going to try and get more and more pressure on the map now with his global. The thought is there. He's a little bit overexcited, I want to say, on that. But you can see what he's trying to do. Okay, Alexstrasza comes in. There's the jump. Stormbolt misses heavily, I might add. Yeah, they get some damage in. Yeah, there's a live binder. Another Stormbolt. He misses it again. No. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think if he hits just one of them, they might be able to get the kill. Jimmy was so close behind that even with live binder used, they just might have the damage output that they need in order to drop him. As it stands, they have lost the fort in the middle, a fort at the bottom. Up at the top, the fountain is gone. So now they're starting to move straight back in for the next Punisher. And honestly, Black Cat is falling behind in experience and they're falling behind in structures. They really need to turn it around here, or it's going to be a bit of an issue. And honestly, this could be so much worse if Azmodan would have stacked properly in the early game. Just imagine Azmodan now with proper stacks. He could do so much damage now to them just in terms of wave clear and in hero damage too. Falstad is pushing the lanes. They're not even fighting for this with the bird. So Falstad is trying to apply a bit more pressure. Does he have the stacks for the wingman? Apparently he does. He takes it, steals the camp away as the fight still goes on. Alexstrasza, nice, good setup. Mace to the face, baby. But there's the heal. Good job baiting out the ult, but he doesn't get the kill, and now Leo falls. Another noob comes in again, is looking for a gust opportunity, but doesn't find it. Jimmy is trying to cover the retreat with a quick Hyperion as they're turning it against against Johanna, and nearly they actually take her down. Another noob is on the run. Might be baited into a gust. And yep, that's what we see. Top side, 10 stacks against 21. That might just be the chance for Black Cat to make their play now. They're coming in. And they have Leo back in another 18 seconds. If he gets the drain set up against one of those heroes, then he's going to be back way faster and could drop another Entomb. 9 seconds until the ult is back up. 28 stacks against 19. Falstad is coming in. Sonya is nearly dead. And just look at them. All of them are low. If anybody else would have been there, Leo could have just dropped the Entomb and they could have gotten some kills. Perfect Entomb opportunity. I mean, it doesn't any get better. Go! Hit R, please do something. Oh, where's the Entomb when you need it? What are you doing? Where's the damage? No. Oh, Leo dies again without an Entomb. Oh my god. Falstad is dead, but the Arcane Punisher has been taken. They could have gotten multiple kills. Honestly, no matter how you played in that situation, you have to drop the Entomb. If you want to prevent them from moving in to get more stacks and claim the objective, you have to drop the Entomb to zone them out. If you want to kill them, you drop the Entomb after they enter the choke point and then everybody just goes for the damage. Either way, they could have done so much here. Oh, big fail. Instead, we see the top fort fall and Hot's Musical is now moving in and starting to take names. Bam. Taking names, kicking ass, coming in with a kill against Jimmy. Yeah, good bait over the wall, at least that's happening. But level 20 is now so close for Hot's Musical that they are looking better and better here. I mean, they're just gapping them hard. That's nearly a 2-level lead that we're talking about. Now that Punisher isn't going to do too much, but Anduin is also dead, so that leaves 2 defenders. Leo is moving in to make it 3, but even he's in trouble. Does he know that he has an R button? Like, I'm not so sure at this point anymore. I think we've seen an Entomb earlier, but maybe he thinks he has only a limited amount of Entombs. Maybe he doesn't want to waste them. I mean, you're building pretty much a wall. Maybe he thinks he doesn't have enough building material here, but this isn't Minecraft, buddy. The keep is down 10 to 10 on the stacks. Now there's the Entomb. Where's the damage? Now we're talking. Let's go, baby. But I don't think they have enough damage healers here. Leo is dead again. Kel'Thas is on the run. Muradin is down too. And that's a level 20 and an opportunity to maybe even end the game. Jimmy and Reyna are both back. He needs to drop the Hyperion now. Drop that R button. Drop it. Drop it. What is it with these guys and their R buttons? Do they have all broken keyboards or what's going on? Hit it! Arr, arr, do it! What are you waiting for? Are you saving the ult for the next game? What's going on here? Finally! There we go, but it's already too late, I think. They are crushing the core, and it seems like Hot's Musical is going for the victory in game number 1. Division 7, ladies and gentlemen, it's back! HGCF, the Heroes Global Clown Fiesta. The victory for Hot's Musical on Infernal Shrines. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Game number 2. Game 1 was wild, and I am very skeptical of what I'm seeing here. That draft, are they trying to backdoor? We got the blue team with Function on Tyrael, we got Lilith on Morales, and together with that we have another noob on Falstad for the Mighty Gust and the Fly-In, Liz on Sonya again, and the Wayne and Sylvanas. I mean, I don't know guys, but this looks a little bit like we're gonna have a backdoor strategy on our hands here, of going full Juice Pirates for them. On the right side of the map, Black Cat with Verkus on Liming, Eldog on Muradin, Banak on Leo, Dana on Ana. After Bananas Ana, we're now seeing Dana's Ana, because Dana's Ana is nearly as good as Bananas Ana, but Bananas Ana is pretty banana, so I'm not quite sure if Ana's banana is as good as Dana's banana. Either way, so Paralatipus is playing Jimmy, and we'll see where this is headed, but this is an interesting setup. They're apparently trying to get some structures destroyed right away, as they're now moving down to the bottom of the map. Falstad is sitting at the top, should probably show himself here and just like bait them up a little bit. But yeah, they're waiting this out. Sylvanas is going to come in with the rest of the team, and they're going to try and take one of the towers down. Half HP is enough. You don't have to destroy the entire thing. You don't have to stand there until it's gone. Even half HP is already a win. Don't lose heroes for that. That's not how you want to do that. So, yeah, easy peasy. Here comes the Stormbolt. There's the hit. And that is a kill, isn't it? Oh, yes, there it is. And already it's not worth it. Again, go for the tower. Drop it to half HP. If the rotation is starting, move away. You're still going for a positive trade. You're still getting a positive trade that way. But if you start losing heroes, then it's a different story. So We'll see what exactly happens. I mean, again, if you're not really familiar with what is possible with this particular composition, normally when you see any kind of Tyrael set up together with the Morales, you should be a little bit weary, because what you're oftentimes trying to do is you're trying to take an opponent down by backdooring them. So after you hit level 10, Morales goes into her Medivac, and then you just get the entire team together. You Medivac on any keep and drop a Sanctification. Sylvanas disables the structure, and you come in with mad damage on the keep. If your opponent comes through, you're using Falstad to gust them away, and that's pretty much just how you take a keep. You risk that you get completely wiped in that process, but if you get the keep itself, then it's worth it, and you repeat that process until you can go and win the game by simply backdooring the core. There's other heroes that are oftentimes played together with that too. Jimmy is kind of nice because you have the Hyperion. You can even play Artanis with this, because he has a suppression pulse, so that's kind of neat if you want to play that style. But any kind of hero that gives you more sustain and does structural damage is a good one in that process. So there's multiple options of what you can do in order to strengthen that composition a little bit, but the core elements are Tyrael for the Sanctification and Morales for the Medivac. So whenever you see someone draft a Tyrael Morales against you early on, you already know what is possibly happening, and then you kind of want to counteract a bit in the draft. If you see a Tyrael picked super early and you're a little bit suspicious because it doesn't really fit your opponent's plan, and they're starting to pick heroes like Falstad and others too, then it might be even a good idea on the lower levels to ban out Morales. But of course you can counterplay that too, and we'll see how the red team reacts. And first of all, we have to find out if Hot's Musical even wants to do that. There's also a chance that they don't even think about this or they decide otherwise, but level 10 will tell the tale. So as all of this happens, we got another noob at the top. We still have teams, of course, going for the items now with the first turrets taken. We have nobody going for the healing beacon here on the map. Objective number 1 is about to pop up, and Mirrodin is currently dealing with, with like 2 of the blue team's heroes that are trying to come in here. Zoning that out a bit and working also on his stacks, getting 6 already. And I love how he's completely unimpressed of everyone that's here. He's just like going deeper. There's a jump, that could be a Stormbolt, and that's a kill. Great setup. That's 2 kills to 0 already. Black Cat is coming in swinging once again, so that is kind of nice. Yeah, top side is getting pressured by the camp, so that's good for the blue team. They might be able to get the first protector. Of course, if you're going for a backdot strategy and you also win protector number 1, it's even better. You can maybe even take an early fort down with it. But there's the level 7 talent advantage for Black Cat. Small one, but it'll be there. We have with that, well, first of all, we can see Nano Boost later, but Calamity is now in. Pretty standard build for Jimmy if you don't want to go for Exterminator. There's also, as usual, the Boomerang that you really need. And here comes the Swift Retribution. But the blue team is making their play now for the healing beacon. And down here, with another noob escaping and getting healed by Lilith, that is now one of those moments where you have to really start to make a play for the objective, because with 81% on the progress bar, this is a pretty solid setup for Black Cat. So you have better items, or you have more, but you should go for it. But they are deciding against it. They are actually letting it slide. And honestly, that even more than anything else is signaling that they want to go for a backdoor. They don't want to go into a fight, lose the fight, fall farther and farther behind. They are trying to reach the opponent or reach level 10 around the time that their opponent has level 10 as well. So we'll see how far they can go with this. But at least for now, it seems like everything indicates they are going for a backdoor strategy here. And you have to coordinate that properly. I mean, simply using Sanctification on Tyrael too early, for example, can ruin the entire play, or using the Gust too early. You need to take that keep down in the first try, and in addition to that, you of course also have to destroy a fort, or you're not going to be able to go for the core later on. So we'll see what they decide to do here. But it's a good move against the Protector. It's a decent defense. The Fountain is still there. That's the main goal for Black Cat, what they need to take down. You always focus on the top lane because that's where the second objective spawns. But you want to take this Fountain down, and they have failed to do so. And experience is still fairly even. So level 10 abilities are soon going to be ready for the two teams. And then they need to get the heroes together. You should probably split another noob onto the bot lane then, because he can fly in. He doesn't have to join up with Morales to enter the medivac. And instead have Sonya just move in together with them. But, well, as we have the potential backdoor strategy set up, we also have more items taken. And items, of course, help too. I mean, we're talking about heroes and their abilities and damage the entire time, but let's not forget that items alone are already giving you a bit of an opportunity to sustain yourself either longer or dish out additional damage, so that's a big one too. And here's the moment. Level 10, and they should make that play as soon as they can. So, are they moving in? Yes or no? There's a level 10. There's the abilities. Tyrael goes for the Sanctification. There's the Medivac. And, well, they are not gathering up yet. Sonya's still at the bot lane. Falset isn't here. Team is not really sitting in any position where they can go for that back door. Sonya's also getting caught at the bot lane a little bit. Need to help her out, but it's Medivac time. It's now or never, baby. Also, what is that? Alright, seems like Verkus is going to take it. So, let's see how they set this up. Alright, they want to go. Time for the Medivac. They're already starting to ping. And it's party time. Oops. Alright, that should be keep. So exactly the strategy that we expected. They burn it down quickly. Walk around that. Try to escape if they can. If not, it's fine too. Sanctification shouldn't be used too early. But, yep, hasn't even used it yet. Keep is down. Drop the Sanct. Try and get a couple of kills with it. Trade at least for 1 or 2 if you can. Falstad flies out. Nicely done. He survives. Can they get a counter kill? They get Muradin. And honestly, that's about as good as you can make this work. Falstad, by the way, died to the fort. So it's a 5-man team wipe, but it's a 2-for-5 trade. And they also took the keep down. So that's pretty much all that you want to do here. Now, the big thing is that Falstad, if he actually flies out a little bit differently and not into the towers over here, he survives. And that is going to be a big win for them too. So he could have also gusted, by the way, and helped the team a little bit with this as well. So that's another thing. But either way, the keep is down, and now you want to make sure that you are completing those plays. You need to take the top 4 down. If you don't do that, then you can't go for the core. The core is still invulnerable because they haven't dropped a fort yet. So that's super important now as well. But so far, the strategy worked. Getting that keep was super important. Control point is again unlocking. Morales has her ult already back. Tyrael still waiting for the Sanctification. So now they're still playing this out. Might have been a little bit better to go for the bottom keep, to be honest, because now the red team is going to be at the top side anyways, since they have to fight for the objective. So taking the top 4 down is a little bit more tricky. But Falstad is now trying to play the global game again. And as I said before, you can repeat that strategy ad absurdum, but you're going to lose heroes every single time you do. And if you do it too often and your opponent manages to shut you down, you are going to run into some trouble as it happens. So it's not really all that much of an easy setup. So right now, let's see what they can actually do here. They're starting to break through the top. Falstad is in the middle. They're nearly on level 13 talents as their opponent. So they can always try and backdoor another structure. But here comes the attack. They're starting to make the defense happen. Red team is here with everyone. And they have the talent advantage. So there's still a fountain. That's something that Black Cat didn't take down earlier. Falstad is apparently going for another easy pick on an item. So he grabs that. But what is the team now doing? They want to go for the team fight now, so they're not backdooring at this point anymore. Falstad is sitting at the bot lane. They're still trying to macro it a little bit. And let's see if they can actually... Nah, with Falstad getting actually some company with Leo, it's not going to happen. But they really need to see if they can make some moves here. The level 13 talents are kind of nice, but that's the second protector. Now, those protectors usually don't do all that much work in the early game, so as long as you keep in experience range, you're going to be okay. But they have to take a fort down. That's the important part now. You have to drop a fort before you can backdoor the core. So that's actually a huge deal. And we'll find out if they can make that work. They're already starting to attack the heroes. They're trying to go for Muradin. Protectors on the way down to the bottom of the map. And Muradin! Oh, they just pushed him away with a grenade on Morales. But the Protector came back. The Protector comes back to defend. Not so sure about that move. Either way, they don't have to fight here. I honestly don't understand why the blue team is still going. They should just move away. Yeah, they're trying. Oh, where's the heal? There's the shield. And Lilith is alive too. Muradin hits the Stormbolt. That's a kill. Sonya is dead, and so is Morales. I don't know why they re-engaged into the fight. They shouldn't have done that. Now, also, if you haven't realized it yet, taking that keep down doesn't give you catapults if you haven't taken the fort. So they still need to take the fort down. They lost their own fort now too, but they can still always go for the top fort here as well. So it's always a little bit of a back and forth play. Now they need to go for these backdoor moves. The entire combo really hinges on these backdoor attempts with Sanctification. But while Falstad is starting to apply the pressure here, Muradin is now coming back, and he is really going for that global now, isn't he? I think it would have been much, much better if they went for the bottom keep, because then they have more time to go for it. And apparently they try to go for the bottom keep now. Which, I mean, generally speaking, I don't mind. The problem is, what difference does it make for you if you take a second keep now down when your entire thought process is that you want to backdoor the core, which you cannot do if you don't take a fort down. So Falstad flies away, actually survives. Kudos on him. But they have to take the top fort down, or any fort, if they want a backdoor eventually. And right now, that hasn't happened. Now, they're backdooring again, apparently. This time without Falstad. They go for the bottom keep. And even without Falstad, they should be able to make that work. So they go straight in for it. Sylvanas disables. Sonya is here. That should be a successful attempt to take it. At least if we... well, maybe they can even escape with a couple of heroes here. Sanctification would be nice at this point. Better safe than sorry. Drop it, baby. He gets stunned. He gets attacked. Sanctification is out. And the keep is gone. It doesn't change the fact, though, that they're going to lose everybody here. But again, that's calculated. You want to get a counter kill if you can. But it's a calculated risk that you lose every single hero. But the problem is still the same. Congratulations, you took the second keep down. You still haven't destroyed a fort. And where's Falstad? He's at the bot lane, where they are already. So he can't put pressure on the fort here either. He should have maybe gone to the top and tried there. Now, if you play this a bit different and you can take a fort initially and then take the keep, then you have a chance to go for the core. But they still can't backdoor the core. It's still the same problem. The problem that they already had earlier, and there's still no catapults that are getting pressured. So now the bird is also getting attacked, is able to fly out. Nice, good for him. And they are able to also defend their keep in the middle, since everybody is back to business. Yeah, Stormbolt doesn't connect either, so that's good for Falstad. He survives and gets healed quickly. But they still have to take a fort down. Honestly, they can still win this game. I mean, I know it looks a little bit rough with 13 kills against 2 and then being 2 levels behind, but let's be just honest about this for a moment. If they are able to pressure a lane and take a fort down, they can from that point on backdoor the core. And then, even if you don't take the core in the first attempt, if your opponent can't counter push you and take you down immediately, your second attempt will likely claim it. They don't have Sanctification, they need to be careful here. Where's the Mighty Gust? Also on cooldown. Yeah, Sylvanas is low, Morales is dead, and they're gonna lose this one. Yep, another one falls. Falstad tries to go for that fort. Take that down. He can die, just take that fort down and allow the team to go for backdoors. He can't even escape here, can he? Yeah, Gust, he needs to fly sooner. Oh, yes, there's the interrupt, and he's gonna die too. Yeah, they need to take a fort down. It's the same old problem. It's actually kind of crazy. They had a good idea initially, I think. I mean, again, in the higher level league, that's usually not something that works. But if you're playing in the lower levels, then this is definitely something you can try. Especially if your opponent has never seen the strategy. It has a good chance of working. But you still have to take a fort, and that's the big problem. I mean, it's kind of fun if you think about it. They took 2 keeps, but they haven't dropped a single fort yet, which puts them into this position. They need to use the global on Falstad to go to the top lane and take that fort down. The problem is that now the third objective is up. You're nearly 3 levels behind. Leo can take the protector at the bottom of the map, so the entire game is just spiraling out of control. The second backdoor attempt normally needs to hit the core for the first time. And that's not what happened here. So, yeah, there's the attack again. Okay. Why would you go for another keep? What are you gonna do with another keep? Like, what is this gonna do for you? This doesn't help you. This just doesn't help. Oh, catapults. Sorry, catapults are spawning here. But again, not triple catapults. I don't understand. I really, really don't understand what they're trying to do here. Falstad might be able to escape, but now you've taken 3 keeps down. But what are you accomplishing with it? I mean, what is really the goal of this? What are you accomplishing with this setup? You have taken 3 keeps down, you haven't destroyed a fort, your opponent is level 20. This might finally drop a keep, by the way, at the bottom of the map. So there's that, but I really don't know where they're heading with this. So this is getting a mad problem. They're probably going to lose the game here. I mean, again, the lane pressure through the occasional catapult is nice, but now they could backdoor, but of course they're going to lose their core now. Very likely, unless Falstad has a Gust, which he doesn't. So I don't really know what they're going to try and do now. But this is the point where they could finally try and backdoor. If they survive somehow here, if they can hold this, I don't know how, but if they manage somehow, then they can go and finally backdoor. But they just misplayed this a little bit. One of the moves had to go for core, and for that you have to take the fort down first. They're trying to defend this, and it just doesn't work, does it? Nope, they're trying what they can, and this is game. HeroesMusical loses game 2 as Black Cat goes for the core and shuts down the backdoor approaches. GG. Game number 3. Second map didn't really work out for HeroesMusical. They had the idea and they had the setup, the team composition. Problem is, they didn't really focus on a single lane with their approaches and instead just attacked every single keep, which gave them an individual catapult every now and then on the lane. But it definitely didn't do enough to get them the victory. I honestly think they could have won that game. But now they have to try and win Cursed Hollow to decide the series in their favor. Fengshen on Johanna, we got another noob on Uther, double support with Lilith on Malfurion, Liz on Chromie, and the Wayne on Gazlo. As Black Cat is playing this out with Verkus on Genji, Peterapipus on Phoenix, Bannak on Sonya, Dana on Anduin, and Eldog again on Myrden. Someone likes the dwarf over here. And on level 1, the Arsenal synergy immediately for Phoenix. Alrighty. So let's see what's happening in game number 3. Who is claiming it? We have already a bit of a split. Side lane Uther is going to be played here apparently. And with the double support, they can definitely make that work, I suppose. It's a bit of a wild setup, honestly. I'm not quite sure what the thought process is behind the blue team's draft. Having the self-sustain is obviously kind of neat. At the same time, I suppose they're going to play it around on roots plus stuns. Maybe on top of that also Divine Storm and trying to go for a bit of a wombo setup for Chromie. That could work. But when I look towards the red team, I think they have a couple of really neat tools. Not really a draft that I would go for, but I think they have at least the potential to control the camps on the map. They have also potential to go for a boss here. And generally speaking, this is a pretty neat setup for them. As long as they can dodge out on some of those comps on the other side. But again, this is after all Division 7, so anything can happen. We've already seen that in some of the earlier games. Now that we're heading for the objective, that is already the first mistake. So since we have the first objective spawning top side, you do not want to take this camp right now. The blue team wants to take this camp first. The red team, for them, it doesn't really matter. So a little bit of an unfortunate move by them. And actually, just as I say it, I realize that I'm talking out of my ass. Ignore everything I just said. They actually took the right one. Sorry, I mixed it up. Cast a curse right there. Shit happens. Yeah, so for them, it actually is fine. For them, it's fine. For them, it's a problem. They should take the other camp first. The red team, since they can have the Siege Giants as the objective is on the map, barreling through the bot lane, they want to take this camp second and the Bruiser camp first. So the red team messes this up. For the blue team, everything is absolutely on target right now. So, yeah. They have currently Uther at the top lane trying to escort the Siege Giants through a little bit. There's already the ping, so they're trying to take it around the objective, which they should. But this is the issue now with the timing on the Siege Giants. Now Gazlo has more time to take the Siege Giants down and then join the team for the fight at the top, if it comes to that. So, yeah, a little bit of an oversight. There's no globals in this game, by the way, so nobody is playing around that. Camp over here is about to be taken. Announcement of the first objective is there. So there's the tribute spawn. Going to spawn at the 3-minute mark as usual. And then we're going to see how the teams are playing the first objective. If you're going to have rotations from the bot lane or not. Seems like Gazo needs a bit more help since there's now 2 trying to push him with those Siege Giants. Camp, as you would expect, is now getting taken, so the reaction from the red team has to be there. They've now taken their own camp to counterplay that, but that means that they are having little pressure to the bot lane. So we'll double check if this is going to work out for them now. But as it stands, we don't have a kill yet. We have the top objective spawning, so the first tribute is in. And Phoenix has to actually move back in this one. So, kind of annoying for him. Gazo is dealing with the experience at the bot lane. Has also taken the Siege Giants down. Could now rotate towards the top. Genji is already interrupting. They have the sustain with the 2 supports. Zips in, dodges out on the damage. And is easily dodging here. Chance for Gazo to also get some damage in the middle, but doesn't want to enhance the push. Instead moves towards the top to make it a 5 versus 5. They try to interrupt and they can't get him. Nope. Last chance. There it is. They take Anduin. They interrupt him. Gazlo zoned out by Sonya as everybody else is focusing on the tribute once again. And we still have Jojo also tapping the fountain as she's trying to make a comeback here. As always, the shield flare for another interrupt. Comes in with a really nice condemn. They nearly get the kill against Muradin, but he makes his way out of the situation. We have now Phoenix nearly falling, and things are starting to become dicey for Black Cat. Hot's Musical is starting to take position quite nicely with the double support sustain that they are using. And that is the first tribute. They channel it. And that means the red team has to retreat. But at least they have a push going through the middle. And Muradin is already being aggressive about it. And saying, yep, I'm going to get a bit more damage in for my team before I finally have to jump out here. So, 1-1 in this case. And let's see which team locks in the best of 3 victory. We now got the spin to win setup for Sonya with the life funnel and the hurricane. Gazlo hasn't taken his level 7 yet, whereas Muradin goes into the heavy impact now too. So yeah, pushing a little bit further into that. Top side Uther is having a bit of a problem. And down at the bottom of the map, still a Gazlo Sonya setup. Also, playing it with that... that mount is just so bad. Yeah, horrible mount, seriously. But either way, mid lane Poe continues. 0 kills in this game. Not a single one up to this point as the second tribute spawns. Also, now that we passed the 5-minute mark, we have both bosses up on the map. So that's another thing to pay attention to. Experience lead is slightly here for Black Cat. Can they use that? That's a different question. Tribute spawn point is not really advantageous for the red team. It's a little bit better for the blue team. But they're trying to go for the dwarf and they can't get it. Muradin a bit too late to jump in and hit the Stormbolt. He's probably going to double check what's happening over here. Yeah, gets one connected. There should be a shield glare any second to go for the first interrupt. Instead, we have Chromie coming in with a slowing sand already, as is. Uther and Gazlo are making their way. And just look at the timing this time on the side of the blue team for the Siege Giant camp. That's exactly what we want to see here. As objectives are up on the map, you want to set these camps into motion, and that's what they did. If this is a long and drawn-out battle, then the red team is going to lose a lot at the top. But first of all, they're losing Genji. Uther dies too, though. So that's a kill for a kill right now, as the Siege Giants are starting to pressure through the top lane and could theoretically start to damage the fort here. All depends on how long this battle down here lasts. Sonya is trying to zone them a little bit. In comes Gazlo from the side, could connect with Chromie Sandblast. Chromie, the fake dragon is down. Gets eliminated, but here come the level 10 abilities for Black Cat. Their top lane is in trouble though. Black Cat is trying to go for the channel. There's still another interrupt. The longer this lasts, the better. Sonya is moving in, and the entire wall is already destroyed. But this could actually mean that they're losing out on the objective, because Hot's Musical is not willing to give it up. And with Sonya topside, this is a 5 versus 4. Heroics or no heroics. It's not going to take long for Hot's Musical to get their own level 10. So there's a solid chance that they win the tribute. Sonya dealing with the top. Gonna move back soon, TM, I suppose. But any moment we have heroic abilities for Hot's Musical as well. Here comes the salvo though. They try to go for the kill. Feng Shen is low. Can they get it? The heal. Phoenix also about to die. Still no level 10. But Muradin gets stunned and they take him. They get the kill. And now they have their own heroics. Blessed Shield is used immediately. Everybody rushing away. Sonya gets the kill in the backline though. Takes the gnome down once again. As trying to focus the spin to win setup over here. Even Genji is starting to come back into the fight. Gazlo, he actually channeled the tribute with the rest of them, and they got it. And that big combo here gets a kill against Sonya and Genji. 4 kills to 3. And Anduin apparently wants to be part of the party too. Dana moving back in, soaking experience at the bottom. So now we have a lot of stuns available for Hot's Musical, and they have 2 tributes to 0. So they actually were able to get both. And that puts them in a neat spot for tribute number 3. They can either let it slide or they can make a play for it. If they grab it, it's going to be a curse. So that's kind of nice. No ult yet on Malfurion. Yeah, could definitely go also for the heal here. Same time that we're having Phoenix playing it out with Uther up at the top. We have down here battle against Malfurion, and the old geezer's about to go down, but instead it's Gazlo setting the trap up for Anduin, and they drop him. The kill of Uther. Uther solo killing Phoenix up at the top as the battle down here rages on. Sonya was trying to assist. Could see her move up on the minimap, but now she goes for the camp instead. And Uther, after soloing Phoenix, is now moving straight in for the fort itself. Good kill. Well done. Chromie also about to go down, but moves past the gate and is safe, at least for now. She's a little bit too aggressive, honestly. We've seen Chromie now fall already twice, and she's frontlining a bit hard, considering the range that hero has. Might not be the one thing that you want to do. Alright, timeout. She's in trouble again. There's the wall, sorry, the lawn coming through. Trying to come in with the tranquility. Yeah, good interrupt against Genji. Needs to interrupt it again. Genji is low. He needs healing, but so needs Chromie. She's dead again. The stun takes down Genji, though, as the quest completes on Muradin. And they're trying to go for another kill as Muradin himself is super low, gets focused, and is about to get dropped. Can they get the kill and do it? 2 hit points! 2 fucking hit points! And he survives! Uther and Malfurion are both down. 6 kills to 7. Level 13. Mid lane gets pressured. They jump in. They want the Stormbolt Medallion. They wait it out, and they can set up another kill potentially against Sonya, but she escapes barely. Boss is up though, and that is an opportunity that they are not going to miss out on. They make the play for the boss. In the mid lane, the defense is going as Navane is sitting there. Muradin is already waiting at the side here, and they need to take it quickly because Uther is back in just another moment. 13 versus 13. Here comes Genji. They know what's happening. Right now, an opportunity to take the boss, but the blue team could also decide that they want to move in and fight for it. There's definitely a chance. Phoenix gets rooted by the boss. Malfurion also with the root. They need to take this down. It's so low. They shouldn't take the team fight here, but they're trying to go for Chromie again. Timeout is used once more, and the blue team just takes it. They just fucking take it. Nobody takes care of it. Blue team moves in and just grabs the boss. Nobody takes care of it. Nobody looks at it. And then Jojo says, well, if you don't want it, I'll take it, boys. Another kill here. Chromie died again. The aggression in the back. And boy, would I be pissed now if I'm the red team. Look at this. She just moves in. Look at this shit. She just moves in and takes it. Nobody takes care of it. Nobody. Everybody's just looking at her and is like, yeah, well, that's fine. Nothing happening here. Yeah, Gazlo with the overcharged capacitors over here. A bit of a spell power setup for him. They are on level 13 talent. 7 kills to 7. And what is it with this guy and the roots? I mean, serious, bro. He nearly died to this. He nearly died to the boss and Uther. At the top, the tribute fight is about to start, and Genji is also dead again. It's honestly the damage dealers that are getting murdered here. Genji died 4 times, and so did Chromie. The fight continues as Uther is zoning out Phoenix once again. That's not quite how it should work out here, but it's what it is. So now the bottom fort has been destroyed. Up to the top. I mean, Black Cat has to fight for it or they're gonna get cursed. And they're in even more trouble. Sonya, that light bomb didn't do anything. Anduin is trying to save her. Sonya back to business with a life funnel. Spin to win, baby. There's a couple of interrupts. Muradin is looking for the Stormbolt again. He still goes for the double. Connects it. And the spear barely misses because Chromie hits the timeout. But she is under pressure once again. Bot lane, Uther is still pressuring this. How is this happening? How does this continue to happen? Uther is going for kills against Phoenix. Now we have Malfurion getting dropped at the top at least. So, well, for now, it seems that it's going to be 2 tributes against 2. Our play is still happening, and I love how another noobish is sitting tight, and Phoenix is terrified of this. Phoenix is sitting here and saying, like, boys, someone get this bearded bro away from me. He is murdering me. Bot lane Uther, just pushing the lane. Talking about pushing lanes, Uther is now finally in trouble, so they're trying to catch him on the rotation, and they get him. Uther is down. Nice. Uther gets eliminated. Sonya is trying to take the experience. We are both closing in on level 16, and the next tribute is going to be the big one. Next tribute is going to curse one of the teams. There's still a boss up on the map as well. Look at the stacks for Malfurion, by the way. We are only 12 minutes in. He's at 25 stacks already on Broccoli. He's sitting at 25,000 damage. That's not too bad. Considering the circumstance, look at Genji. Genji's at 26,000. So Malfurion has nearly the same damage output that Genji has at this point. If he continues stacking like this, he's gonna be nuts in the late game. So this could get bananas. Yeah, the light bomb setup is not quite how you want to play this out. The Genji light bomb, it failed again. In the meantime, Sonya is just attempting to murdering the backline and making another play for Chromie. They're zoning them out early, just as the tribute is about to spawn, but the fight is happening immediately. Phoenix is already taking care of those Siege Giants topside, but to be quite frank with you, they need to make that play for the backline again. Muradin is going to jump in any second. Moves around Broccoli, hits the Storm Bolt. Nicely done. Saving some of them, but here comes the attack once more. Tranquility on the Malfurion might be a bit too late. No, Sonya is down. The salvo connects. It's not enough damage. Oh, the stun. Genji zipping out with the X-Strike. He gets killed regardless. Chromie with a double kill. That's a 5 versus 4, and this could just be the play that sets HOTS Musical heavily ahead here. The bottom fort, it's falling against the Siege Giants and gets saved in the last second possible. And now they're going straight for the keep. And honestly, I like that move. They shouldn't even bother with the wall. Go through the small one. Take the wave down over here. Let the Siege Giants deal with the top and then go for the keep directly. Good move. They only have 3 heroes against them. Burn it down quickly and then retreat right away. That's exactly what they're doing right now. Job well done. But again, don't overstay your welcome. Make sure that you still retreat here in time. Take the keep though if you're already there. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious? You go that deep and then you don't take the keep? Really? Really? And you still lose 2 heroes on the way back. You could have sacrificed one of them. And the red team, please tell me they're defending this now. I cannot believe this really happened again. Oh my god. Now they get at least the fort in the middle, so at least that's happening. And at the bot lane, they also got some pressure in. But it is insane that nobody just sacrificed their life to take the keep down. If you make that play, and I like the play, either move back early or sacrifice one of your heroes. You have multiple options, especially with Chromie. I mean, you can just siege up there. So, unbelievable. 11 kills against 10. Now it's a boss at the top lane, and they're double checking at the bottom. They can make the play here. They can take a double boss. Nobody's defending this, by the way. We are 15 minutes in. This boss isn't super strong, but isn't weak either. They make the play for Gazlo in the back, and they get the kill. Now they're trying to make another one for, well, Uther with the big stun, first and foremost. But nobody on the blue team side is defending anything topside. As long as Black Cat doesn't die here, they are in a in an amazing spot. Jump over, get a stun against Muradin, against Uther, and he's down. Uther. Yeah, okay, X-Strike. Not sure if that was really needed. But anyways, the camp gets taken, by the way, so at least Chromie is able to prevent this, the camp from being claimed. But it's still 3 kills against them. And now the boss is up. Talking about boss, the top side one has now taken down the fort. So there's that, and they can go for the one at the bottom now too. I really don't know, but like, what's happening in this game? I thought that the second game was already nuts, but this is just... Yeah, as long as nobody's... He gets rooted again! This is like the 4th time that he gets rooted by the boss. He really likes that shit. He's just, like, he's just lazy. He's just super lazy. He's just sitting there, it's like, nah, I can't be bothered. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, the next tribute is going to curse the blue team. I should probably add that too, because Muradin is trying to zone them out a little bit. And the tributes come up in 6 seconds. Yeah, it's time to at least defend against the boss a little bit, I suppose. But here we go. Now, okay, there comes the channel. Boss is already a bit low, so that's a problem. But that curse is gonna hit hard one way or another. Here it is. Can they get the kill? Uther! He survives! The combo! The double kill! They get murdered. They actually lose 2 heroes. Muradin and Phoenix to the combo on the other side. Malfurion at least is dead. Fort in the middle gets attacked too. Down here, can they take the keep? They're gonna try. Oh, Chromie! Timeout! That's a kill. That's a kill. That's a kill. That has to be a kill. Yes! Easy. Easy kill. Keep isn't down though. Keep has not fallen yet. They're still trying to take it. Fort in the middle. That one's about to fall, so they get the fort down at the bottom. They're going to get the keep too, and top lane is pushing as well. And that's a big wave in the middle. That's actually a double wave here, so it will take down the wall easily if nothing else happens. That's, by the way, the wombo that started all of this off. Just take another look at that. That was kind of fun. So they just womboed the entire thing, and Chromie got the damage out. Bam! Easy double kill for them. That set it all up. Now down here, Genji. Well, he needed healing. Now he's dead. Top then is taking the wall down. Both of the towers are already toast. Bottom keep has fallen. And this game is wide open. I mean, this is game 3. We have 29 kills at this point. Both teams are on level 20. Red team has a bit of an advantage in structures. I still want to highlight this here. But as it stands, both teams can still win this one. Sonya has now gone into the Ignore Pain. We got the Glyph of Faith over here. And Mirrodin with a Rewind has now even more Storm Bolts and Claps available. Can also bunny hop out of this. Malfurion with 33 stacks by now. Where's his damage at? He's at 39,000 damage. 39,000 damage. Uther's at 51,000, by the way. So, there's that. Anduin still hasn't learned which side to hold the sword on. Sticking with the pointy end, baby. If we learned anything from Game of Thrones outside of that Season 8 sucks, then it's that. So, they're trying to, I guess, trap them? I'm not quite sure what they're trying to do down here. Can't really go for the... What? What's the play? I don't understand what the play is. What are you afraid of? Why are you Hearthstoning? You're full mana and full HP. Where are you trying to go? So, I'm not quite sure what exactly the thought process was here, but either way, they find themselves in the mid lane. I mean, they could have walked there too. They even had info on where the opponent's team is. Boss is up in another 29 seconds. Seems like everybody is just moving around and having a bit of a look of what they can do here. Especially the Siege Giants have to be... I mean, this has to be eliminated. Your top keep has pretty much no hit points. So you have to take this one down. They're also going for a bit of a bush trap. The problem is that both teams are trying to set up traps at random bushes on the map. Not bushes that are in any way connected to some location where the other team wants to go. So it's just random ones. I mean, they know where they are now. Boss is at the top side, so they know that the boss is up. Now it's coming down and would suppose to Gazlo and the Wombo setup that he can possibly move in for them. Well, objective is spawning, but keep in mind that this is the first tribute for both of the teams in the second rotation after the curses. So, can let that slide. You don't have to fight for this one. You definitely don't have to die for it. But this is gonna take a keep down. I don't know why nobody deals with that. Blessed Shield misses, alright. Mirrodin is still poking from the side. Who is taking that top lane down? Yeah, seems like Sonya's gonna be the one. Are they really sacrificing the keep here for no reason? Are you for real? Where are you going? Where are they going? Are they trying to backdoor? Like, this scheme is falling. What is this? They're trying to backdoor and Genji shows it early. The team isn't even there. It takes them 5. What is happening here? What is happening? 5 versus 5 on... Genji is down. Gazlo is dead too. That's the salvo. That's not a backdoor. You're fighting a 5v5 underneath the core. What is going on here? That's not how you backdoor. Especially not with those heroes. You just sacrificed your top keep for nothing. For absolutely nothing. Oh my god. Johanna misses the blessed shield again. Top keep has fallen. Now the core gets attacked. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I love this. The shield is falling, by the way. Please take at least a little bit of damage. No, they saved this. Like, I don't understand what's happening here. They try to backdoor with Genji showing early what they're doing for the 5 versus 5 underneath the core, traded kills and sacrifice the top keep for it instead of simply deep pushing topside. Oh, it's glorious. I love Division 7. It is so good. I mean, the good thing about the strategy is the opponent never saw it coming. Now, this is something that you should see coming from a mile away. So if you let this one slide, then you at least have to take the top side. So okay, they're gonna go for the trade now. Siege Giants have been taken. I guarantee we're looking at a base race here. Which of course is not gonna work for the red team because they are taking the top boss late. Are they gonna try? Also, is Phoenix gonna get rooted again? Is that happening again? Yes, of course. He's like, I don't care, I got shields. I got shields, I don't care. I'm lazy. I'm not moving. Alright, so they try to take the camp. Here comes the push to the middle. Boss is still at the bottom, one at the top. There's the stun, Uther comes in. Alright, Gaslow, big play. Genji survives, he gets out. Everybody else also makes it out of harm's way here. That was a lot of ults that were used just now. A lot of ults. Boss at the bot lane, someone has to deal with that too, alright. So they can try for the middle. By the way, this is not the only thing that's pushing. We have another big push coming through the bot lane against them. So the blue team also needs to be careful. They're going to lose that keep for sure. Down at the bottom, they should be able to defend this one unless they run away. Where are you going? They're going for the tribute with everything they have. Okay. Can they save it? Can they save it? Yes, okay. So they save this one. They grab it. Calculated. Absolutely calculated. Alright. Top keep is down. Bottom keep is down. Bosses are both taken. Genji, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't. No! No! They were thinking about it. They were thinking about it. They were like, let's go, core. Genji wanted to YOLO again. Alright, there's the fight. Chromie is a bit late to the party. Yeah, they want the camp. Oh, there's the combo. And yeah, choke point against the Gaslow setup. Are they going to lose the camp? It seems like it. Everybody's low. I'm sure you want to fight this. Oh, the salvo. Big salvo. Big plays. Big kills. Jojo down. Genji down. They go for Uther, but they can't take him. Muradin. And they have the camp and he hops out. Beautiful game. A beautiful series. I mean, it is amazing. I love this game. This is so good. 15 kills, 218, 25 minutes in. Ah, what an amazing match. God, it's so good. 89,000 damage on Sonya. Top damage in the game. Alright, they go for another camp. 10 seconds. That's what they have until the tribute is up. Bot lane, yeah, 2 catapults, 3 catapults are moving in. Bot lane is going to be a huge problem. So, yeah, they're starting to take this camp. Alright. Keep in mind, the tribute is already here. Muradin has to take it early. Phoenix comes for the interrupt. Camp is claimed. Bot lane is an issue. Just keep them top. If the red team keeps them top, that's all they got to do and they're going to win through the bot lane. Gaslow again. Nice. Good glyph from Anduin. Pulls them out. They keep them on the run. They keep them on the run. They want their kills. Here we go. Could get the tribute. And they get the Uther kill. Uther is down, but he'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah, Uther's going to be back to business. Big push through the mid lane though. Double catapult plus camp. Triple catapult at the bottom. Tribute is already taken. If they just fight them here, they're going to get value. I don't know why they just don't keep them busy a little bit longer. Either way, it's value. The keep is already getting attacked. If you just occupy them a bit longer, you're going to be in a great spot. Now he's going to take the catapults down easy, but you can see how much they're hurting the shields already. These guys hurt hard. And yeah, that's half the HP of the keep as another camp gets taken. Yeah, and of course, now with 2 tributes on each side, it also means that the next tribute is going to curse a team. So yeah, that's another one. So next tribute is gonna put the curse in. And it's a better position for the red team. And they can set up early. They have no map control, they can set it up early. Can they follow through though? Here we go. Where's the Stormbolt? There's one. Alright. They try to go for it. Gaslow again with the setup. The combo! Gaslow! Yes! The wombo! He goes for the big wombo and they get the double kill. Uther with a big stun. You don't want to choke point this shit. There comes the kill. Gaslow comes through again and Muradin is down. Sonya and Genji, the only survivors. Can they make it work? Can they buy the time? Big push bot lane, by the way. If they can buy time, they might still be able to make it. Genji nearly dies to Uther, but he survives, at least for now. Sonya is back. Chromie, is she's going to make it down to the bottom of the map? Check out the Wombo, by the way. That was the big setup over here with every damage point coming out, and there's the Curse. Curse is in, 18 to 20. They're going down to the bot lane. Sonya says, I want that keep. Give me that keep. Yeah, and let's kill Genji. That's, of course, the next thing. And they're trying to get her. Genji is just rushing away. Gazlo moving in the middle. Keep at the bot lane is about to go down. They might still be able to defend, honestly. They're going to lose keeps now, but they might be able to defend this for just a little bit longer. And yes, there we go. We got Sonya, Phoenix, Anduin. Soon all four of them will be able to defend here. Mirrored in another 10 seconds. This is not necessarily done. Oh, okay. Now it might be over. Ah, he grabbed the wrong one. He grabbed the wrong hero. He did pull Sonya back instead of Genji. The defense, they're setting it up. The keeps are all down. Chromie is nearly dead. Phoenix is dropped, and this looks like game. They get Uther. They get Chromie. Get the catapults! Get the catapults! Someone take the catapults down! Spin to win, baby! Here we go! Johanna with the place! 38%! 37%! They're trying to go for it! Where are you spinning? That's game! That's game! Hot's Musical wins the game with a 2-1. Oh, Blackheart lost it. One of the two. 2-1 victory for the blue team. What a series.